Shelton, and this summer I interned with Farmers Grain in Pond Creek, America. And Pond Creek is a pretty tiny town, and it took me, just like I said earlier, it took a lot for me to get used to the town. But once I got used to it, I actually really did enjoy my experience there. Going into it, I didn't know a lot about, well, anything in the wheat industry, anything that had to do with grain. I'd never been to a cooperative before. So my first day was the second time I had ever stepped on the grounds of a cooperative or been close to an elevator. So with me being so green into the grain business, I learned a lot this summer. This is Pond Creek. This is our location, this is our elevator, and then our office. And Pond Creek is the headquarters for all our branches. We have 14 branches and 2 seasonals. We offer many services. We include a farm store, diesel and unleaded fuel, a tire shop, grain storage, as well as we apply and supply fertilizer for local farmers. Yeah. So I didn't realize that a co-op had that many services. I thought that a co-op just took the grain and that was what they did, but they are really they're really committed to agriculture, and that was one of my favorite papers that we got to do, was their commitment to agriculture, because a lot of these services may not make a whole lot of money for the company, but they're important to the farmer, they're important to what we do, and they really keep us on a handmade basis. You know, lots of farmers just walk into the farm store and say, hey, I'm taking this, and walk off. And that's the kind of relationship that we want to have. So this is where I live. This is my home away from home, the house next door. Yep, I lived downstairs, and then there was another boy that lived above me. He was a traveling welder, and then just the, water tower of Pond Creek there. So this is my expectations of the internship. I learned the ins and outs of wheat harvest. We were able, this is what I wanted to learn. Learn the ins and outs of wheat harvest, successfully be able to run AgTrax. And AgTrax is just the computer system that they use to keep track of everything. Credit, and then, when Farmer Joe walks out with whatever he just picked up, we put it in the computer, and that's all in AgTrax. So I thought that I was going to be in the elevator all summer long. I thought I was going to learn lots about elevator, dumping trucks, storage of grain, distribution, of how it all works. I thought I was going to meet lots of farmers and gain many contacts. I thought that I would walk in and everyone would really like me. I thought that I was going to work 40 hours a week and then a little extra during harvest. And a little extra. That was wrong, but that's later in the presentation. And I would have many contacts with the cooperatives and local branches, and learn lots of things, not only in my location, but in other locations. This is what I did. This is what I did through my experience. I updated and organized the customer credit database through the AgTrax system. That was like the major thing that I did this summer. It took me probably 4 weeks to redo and update the credit system. And so it was very tedious, but I learned a lot about the credit side and the financials of the cooperative and their structure and patronage and dividends, and so that was good. I sent letters to customers requesting information for the credit things we were missing, birth dates, W-9s, just so we can get everything updated and they're ready to roll. I helped with payroll. I learned how to grade grain. I didn't even know they graded grain when I walked in there, and so that was really cool experience. When I first started to grade grain, though, there's a lot of steps, and as soon as I got in there, we got swamped, and so I was flying around, and it was crazy, but now I'm a grading expert, I hope. So we directed trucks. I toured the elevator. I rode around and participated in activities with the area manager, the CFO, the feed department head, and the fertilizer department, and the petroleum and engineering department. This is me grading grain. So just a real quick run through on how you grade grain. get this little probe, and it's like a video game, and you turn it on, and anyways, it comes down and it goes in the back of the truck, and it's a big vacuum and it sucks it up, right? And well, you've got to really be careful because the sun's in your eyes, and the sun's on the computer screen, and you can't really see. And I hit a strap on this guy's truck, and I did break the strap, and that is not good. And you go try and tell a farmer that's been coming to the same co-op for 35 years that you just broke the strap on his truck. And so they said,
I have no idea what it means to break a strap on a truck.
It's like what holds the tarp on.
I didn't know either, so I should explain that better. It's basically a strap that goes across so you can cover your grain so no grain falls out or flies out due to wind. And so anyways, I broke the strap, but anyways, you get the grain up into the probe and you weigh it and you pick it out through this machine, and it goes through cleans it out basically, gets rid of all the extra gross stuff and not gross but weeds and rye and things like that. And then you weigh it, and it's a big long process, but I just thought I'd go over that slightly. So this is me grading grain. Hard at work. This picture to the left is me getting it on the machine after it's been cleaned. And then this is me working on my credit app stuff, because like I said, I did a lot of that this summer. What I learned the ins and outs of wheat harvest. And I am now able to successfully navigate through the AgTraft software. I met a lot of farmers. I learned about upper level management. I learned the financial side of cooperatives. I learned the importance of relationships between farmers and cooperatives, which is a huge deal. The cooperative system is basically a huge family. And I actually have the opportunity to go to the Oklahoma Ag Co-op Council Conference next week, and I'm so excited because all these people are going to meet together and really just hang out most of the weekend, and I like that relationship that everyone has, and besides that, it's going to be a great networking opportunity, but because I'm also looking for a job. The next thing is I realized that there's a strong commitment to agriculture and that this company had. Understand the economic significance of a grain elevator in a small town. If that grain elevator went away, I don't think Pond Creek would be there in 5 years. There's just no way that this town could survive, but it's great that they have something like this that can keep this town going and the economy strong for now. Last week I went to and toured all different types of cooperatives. We went to a cotton gin down south. We went to the oilseed crushing plant in Oklahoma City. We met with people from Land O'Lakes, which they are one of the world's largest cooperatives, as well as CHS, Cynics Harvest State. And there are many different, like I said earlier, there's many different unsaid leadership styles in every community. And so you just never know what kind of leadership style you're walking into. Overall, this is a great experience, and I learned a lot about the grain industry. And what I want to do in the future. I realize that every new situation will be shaky for a while, but hopefully it will get better. My first few weeks I had a hard time, but it was just really getting used to being in a small town, new job, new place, new everything. And by the time I left, we had a little party, we baked cakes, and everything was good. So it's just getting that first into it is hard.
It only took 2 months for you to be accepted into
Yeah,
a community where everybody else has lived for 50 years.
Yeah, so there you go. It wasn't too bad. I love the honesty in the cooperative system and the family relationship. I would recommend this internship to those that want to learn about the grain industry, the cooperative system, and the real life workforce. So, and then RJ says that you're not an Oklahoman until you wear one of these. Yes, those are raccoon hats. So we had some downtime on one of our meetings last week, and so we all cruised to the Atwoods and had to rock one of these. Does anyone questions, anyone?